Preparations underway for Hurricane Ida. Here is a live look at traffic over Lake Pontchartrain in New Orleans as residents evacuate. Ida now considered a Category 2 hurricane. As ABC's Elizabeth Schulze reports, it's expected to continue to strengthen as it makes its way towards the coast.
President Biden already signing an emergency declaration for Louisiana, deploying FEMA emergency response personnel to the Gulf Coast.
We pre-positioned food, water, generators, and other supplies in the area. Power restoration and mobile communication support teams are also en route. We've also closely coordinated with the electric utilities to restore power as soon as possible.
The National Hurricane Center advising everyone to finish preparations Saturday as Ida quickly approaches.
The wind speed at landfall is projected to be sustained in the neighborhood of 140 miles per hour. This is a very strong storm, and so everybody out there needs to be very careful.
New Orleans once again in the crosshairs, exactly 16 years after Hurricane Katrina devastated the city as a Category 3 storm.
You need to be prepared for damaging wind, power outages, heavy rain, tornadoes. What I am told is that this storm in no way will be weakening.
Mandatory evacuations in place for thousands outside the levee system. Other parts of the city under voluntary evacuation.
If you are intending to leave, do so now. There's a small window of time for evacuation, but by this evening you need to be ready to shelter in place.
GERALD MERCANDEL remembers Katrina. He's decided to evacuate.
When Katrina was here, hey, I had to stand in the water, and I slept on the bridge for 2 days. I'm not about to do that again.
Others are preparing to hunker down, boarding up homes and businesses, many waiting in long lines for gas and sandbags. Meantime, Louisiana has one of the highest rates of COVID-19 in the country. Crowded hospitals are unable to evacuate patients and are now preparing to shelter in place. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Meteorologist Dave Downey joining us now. Dave, you have lived in Miami. You've experienced hurricanes. What are you watching tonight?
Yeah, this one's going to be interesting, John. You know, Katrina 16 years ago today, and what people don't realize, last year, Louisiana had 3 hurricane landfalls, Laura, Delta, and Zeta. This is going to be the 4th hurricane in the past 13 months for the state. Ida is currently a Category 2 with winds of 105 miles per hour, gusts to 125, and as you heard in that piece, it's anticipated to strengthen into a Category 4 storm with winds of 140 miles per hour. This storm is undergoing rapid intensification as we speak right now. You can see the eye here located basically over the central Gulf of Mexico. It's going to continue on that northwestern track over the next 24 hours before it makes landfall. The hurricane hunters are actually in there right now investigating the storm. You see the surface pressure derived by the airplane is 969 millibars, and you compare that to the derived surface pressure of 976. That's a sign the storm is rapidly strengthening, and I think we're going to achieve major hurricane status with Ida later this evening. Here is the official track by the National Hurricane Center. It is anticipated to reach Category 4 status before it makes landfall right around noon tomorrow. Now with rainfall, this is also going to be a major issue, up to a foot or more in some areas. Look at this in central and eastern Louisiana, between 6 and 15 inches of rain combined with 10 to feet of storm surge as well. We'll keep an eye on this, and I'll track where the cool down is coming here in central Iowa in a few minutes. John.